And the crosses, there's a variety of different types originally. And it started with an inkling from Mark Anderson as part of the building the barn mission group. Said to me one day, all this metal, we ought to do something with it. Why don't we throw it in a corner, Jack, and maybe you can make something out of it for us. So that's what we did. All the metal, we kept throwing it in the corner. And then I had an idea one day, maybe I could make a cross for our mission group. So I made the crosses like I wear out of the old horseshoe nails that we found in the floor, buried in the floor, this being a carriage house. And that caught on that we thought we'd make a different cross for each mission group. So we started designing different crosses, Jan and I, for different mission groups, and that got too complex as people kept changing groups. So I settled on a single cross that I've been making ever since. But all that scrap metal was left hanging around. So as part of the, I guess it was the benediction of this building, somebody asked, why don't you do something? So it was a very emotional, painful time in my life. I was then single, living in a barn or in a home with access to a barn. And I had stored all this stuff. I took all this metal with me everywhere I went. I just kind of dragged it along, box after box of this metal. So I started making the cross that hangs over the fireplace. And it took me about a year, each piece having to be filed and then brazed in place. And it was a healing time for me, that year being very painful, emotional, but also a time of healing as I built that cross.